Good to have you with us on a Sunday afternoon for basketball here on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns up against the Utah Jazz. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. The starters for Utah. We've got Lauri Markkanen. Jusuf Nurkic is out there with Jackson. Then there's George. And it's Peterson in at the shooting guard position. And for the Suns, filling out the wings, it's going to be Booker and Brooks. Miles Bridges is out there with Williams. And it's Gillespie in at the one. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now here's Markkanen. Pass to Nurkic. Banked it in off the glass.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
Williams with the screen for three. Booker. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Pass to Nurkic. And here's George from the arc. Buries it from three.
Well, this is why George's coaches encourage him to keep shooting from deep, because they know he's only going to get better.
Here's Gillespie. Outside Booker. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by Nurkic.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
George passes to Markkanen. Jackson outside. Pass to Peterson. 6 to shoot. Fires in the triple.
Well, this offense is so much better when Jackson moves the ball.
Outside, Williams. Booker surveying the D. Williams a screen on Jackson. For three, Bridges. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And keeping his balance despite getting roughed up. Markkanen, excellent work to score and get to the line as well.
Lauri Markkanen at the line for one.
Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family. That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Pass to Markkanen. No good with the triple. Suns trail by 4. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach of the Suns. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight, and he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. No good there. The Suns have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Williams finds Booker. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Bridges. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And here's Markkanen. He'll bring it up for Utah. 4-point game. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Peterson. Shoots over Booker. Peterson, no good.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Back to Bridges. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
To the paint. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Bridges. Brooks with it. Guarded now by George. Pass to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Utah with the ball. George scanning the floor. Jackson with a screen on Brooks. Marketed from long range. The Suns have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Hooker pass to Gillespie. Williams on the wing. And that misses. That would have put him up. Inside, George lays it up and in off the pretty assist. George has got 5.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
Up top, Bridges, defended by Jackson. Here's Gillespie, 5 on the clock. Williams finds Brooks from outside the arc. Gillespie can't get it to go. Utah leading. Pass to George. Marketed outside. Now Nurkic. Jackson for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Yeah, I like the assertive approach from Jackson Jr. Not hesitating for a second off the catch.
And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years, they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
Marketed from long range. The rebound by Bridges.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Now here's George. He's got 5. Pass to Jackson. Marketed, looking it over. Gets the 3 to fall. And now an 8-point Utah lead.
Just a great setup for Markkanen. All he needed to do was shoot in rhythm.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. I think many would say Jaren Jackson Jr. has an incredibly complete game, Coach.
Yeah, offense, defense, no room for complaints, BA. Rebounding, he has the tools to dominate, but the numbers are still coming around.
entire new group here. Filipowski, he's checked in for Nurkic. Hayes comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Sensabaugh is checked in for Markkanen. And it's Collier in for Peterson. Kennard finds Green. Oh, ripped away. Fast break, Utah. Pass to George. And again, it's Utah with a three.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Here's Fleming. Back to Green to stop the run. And it's hammered home by Green.
I love it. What concentration. Green taking the contact well and converting with confidence.
Down low. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Booker, good.
The easy money there for Booker. Can't let him get this close with the ball.
Here's Collier. He's scoreless. Pass to Hayes. Just 5 to shoot. George passes to Hayes. Rebounded by Green.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
To the paint. Pass to Collier. George outside. Now here's Hayes to the right side. Here's Sensabaugh. No good from outside. Here's Booker. Back to Kennard. Back to Booker. There's the three. Kennard can't get it to go.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to Filipowski. To the middle. Here's Collier. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And it's Green missing. Utah leading by 11. Shot from the low block. They get it back for three. George. No good. 3 for 4 in the game now. And it's Green with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Iguodaro. Now Booker. George defending. Booker against George. Rebound, Utah.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Oh, power it down, Devin.
And it's Utah with the ball. They've got a 9-point lead. Pass to Sensabaugh. 44 seconds left in the first quarter.
Great D. Affecting the shot, then crashing the board.
Kennard for three. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Right in Kennard's wheelhouse. They set him up perfectly, and he delivers.
Here's Collier. From down in the low post, it goes.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
For three, Booker. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Pass to Collier. From downtown. Doesn't go that time. And so it's the Utah Jazz finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Utah?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Miles Bridges is out there with Jalen Green. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Iguodaro in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, guys. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process, seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you, B.A.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. And the free throw, no good. And a lot of spot-up shooters now adding a one-dribble pull-up three to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Now here's Kennard. Here's Goodwin. Back to Kennard. There's the triple. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. It's Markkanen on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. For 3, Collier. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Goodwin. Here's Iguodaro to the inside. Here's Bridges. The rebound by Markkanen. And here's Filipowski. And he throws it down with one hand.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Green, the pass to Bridges. To snap the cold streak. Rebound, Utah. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds now. Sensabaugh, no good. Suns trail by 14. Outside, Green. Bridges passes to Green. Bridges outside. Shoots over Filipowski. Again the miss by Bridges.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Markkanen outside. Pass to Collier. Here's the 3. Drops in the 3. Collier's got 9 points.
You can't give a shooter that kind of look on the perimeter. I don't care who it is.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. Then for Utah, Hayes comes in for Filipowski. And it's George in for Bailey. Pass to Booker. Inside, and stolen by Hayes. To the middle. And finished off by Hayes.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
It's deflected, and he recovers it. Here's Utah. 11 unanswered points for him. Pass to Collier. Throws it up high, and finished off by Hayes.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, nobody is quite sure just how the partnership of Devin Booker and Jalen Green will play out in the desert. They were just one of 3 backcourts to average 20 points per game each last season. But with so many overlapping qualities, it's not the most obvious fit. But many in the league feel that Green could mold himself actually after Booker, and that gives the Suns another potential offensive focal point. Everyone around the league is curious to see how they'll make this work, guys.
A dangerous duo. All right, Shams, thanks very much. Utah with the ball, following the score by Phoenix. Markkanen left side. Pass to Sensabaugh. Utah moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. Here's Collier. Iguodaro grabs a miss. Iguodaro's got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the attack, Green. Outside for Booker. Offline with a 3.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Pass to Collier. Markkanen outside. Here's Collier. For 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Iguodaro's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here's Booker. 6 points for him. Shoots from 14. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Here's Collier. 9 points in the game. Markkanen from long range. Kennard outside. Back to Green. Over George. That one's wide left. Jazz leading by 18. Over Green. George with the bucket. George has got 10.
An efficient finisher inside. George makes the most of the close range opportunity.
Here's Green. They get it back. George against Booker. Pass to Green. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Jackson Hayes. Last year, Jalen Green was twice named Western Conference Player of the Week.
Yeah, and Green was the first Rockets player to win the award multiple times since James Harden in 2019. And, you know, we've seen the flashes, and now on a new team, can he improve his consistency?
Free throw good. Green.
And for Green, it's about trying to be consistent. He has talent, and he needs to play to his strengths.
Pass to Peterson. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Booker. 6 points for him. Here's Williams. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Williams has gotten his 2nd bucket.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Nurkic passes to Bailey. Here's Peterson. 5 points in the game. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, he was making sure of that one. Jackson with the strong finish.
Pass to Booker. Williams looking around. Here's Gillespie. And Williams punches it home.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Now here's Jackson. Brooks defending. The fader. Brooks with the rebound. Suns trail by 17. Pass to Williams. Now Booker. Here's Gillespie. George defending. Shot from the top of the key. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Pass to Peterson.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Nurkic, a screen on Booker. Here's Peterson. And a miss there on the triple. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. 1:41 left in the first half. Booker showing some fight on the interior.
There's nothing you can do if you're the defense. Booker is so solid at muscling shots in through contact.
Now here's George. Not a lot of room. And stolen by Williams. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Booker. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Phoenix shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
Devin Booker. Shooting one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Booker. And Grant, you played a half-decade in Phoenix. What stands out the most?
Well, B.A., a great city with great fans. And that exciting run in 2010 where we made it to the conference final.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 5.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Green, the pass to Williams. Booker against George. Shoots from 14. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, Booker sees how they're defending him and just takes what's there.
Right wing. Back to George. Jackson surveying the D. Utah moving the ball around. To get back on track. Peterson, no good. Outside, Green. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
Devin Booker.
One shot.
One shot.
First half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Utah ahead, they're up by 5. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Jazz leading by 5. Kicking off the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. We've got Jackson. He's out there with Lauri Markkanen. Jusuf Nurkic is out there with George. And it's Peterson in at the shooting guard position. Markkanen with a screen on Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Jackson. Here's Peterson. No good on the triple. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Outside for Booker. And it's all from three-point range.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Gillespie. Brooks outside. Pass to Bridges. Now here's Booker. Off the mark there with a three. George passes to Nurkic. Now Jackson to the left side wing. Peterson, no good. Here's Gillespie. George defending. Booker with it. 16 points for him. Pass to Gillespie. Off target with the three. Jazz leading by 7. Driving in. Here's Peterson. And that one's good. Peterson's got 7. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside Booker. Pass to Williams. Here's Gillespie. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J. 7 points in the game.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Markkanen outside. The three-pointer is true from Markkanen.
Markkanen is a shooter. Comes right back down to answer the three on the other end.
Williams passes to Booker. Brooks with it. Picked up by Markkanen. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Bridges. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Tries again. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
If there's anything Booker can't do on a basketball court, I want to know all about it, because tonight he's doing it all.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
One more time, your Sun Youth Dance Team.
Here's George. 10 points for him. Markkanen outside. The three ball. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker, pass to Gillespie. Up top, Brooks. Shoots over George. They get the rebound. Here's Williams. Some solid defense from Markkanen. Utah leading by 7. It's George with the drive. Markkanen outside. Over Williams. And that one's good. Markkanen's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, Markkanen's staying after it. He has got it going.
For Lauri Markkanen, a really talented scorer, Stan. How do you think he's fared with more responsibility?
Yeah, I think he's done very well. He's a prototypical stretch 4 who scores at an efficient rate, and with his elevated role, he's just grown in his confidence.
He buries it from 3. Jackson's got 8 points.
A strong three-point shooter. Jackson Jr. responds.
Here's Booker. Oh, a tough make from Booker.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Jackson outside. Pass to Nurkic to the paint. And George with the basket on the assist by Nurkic. 12 points for him.
And just muscling it in, George, very aggressive.
On the wing, Brooks. Jackson against Bridges. Pass to Booker. Fires for three. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Nurkic, a screen on Booker. Peterson from outside, off the mark. Suns trail by 9. Here's Brooks. The rebound by Jackson. And here's George. Pass to Nurkic. Now here's Markkanen. Let's go with a 3. He's off on that one. Here's Gillespie, defended by Nurkic. Booker drawing the double. 3-pointer, Brooks. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got his 5th assist in this one. George passes to Nurkic. Utah moving the ball around. Markkanen from long range. He can't get it to go. And the Suns shooting a disappointing 38%. Nurkic against Williams. Pass to Booker. And Booker gets double teamed. Fires from 14. Gillespie can't get it to go.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Jackson outside. Here's Nurkic. Markkanen left side. Jackson for 3. And Booker pulls it down. Suns trail by 6. Pass to Gillespie. And here's Booker. Booker drawing the double. Gillespie passes to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
And as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Phoenix grabs the miss. Williams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Brooks with it. Picked up by Markkanen. Gillespie passes to Bridges. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Back to you guys.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
Easy to see the kind of impact George is going to have in this league. Already so productive.
Booker drawing the double. It's Williams, high post. 3-pointer, Brooks. Utah grabs the miss. Nurkic has got rebound number 7 tonight. Nurkic a screen on Brooks. George for 3. Another 3 for Utah.
Yeah, running the pick and roll like a veteran. Outstanding patience and recognition by George there.
Gillespie passes to Booker. Booker drawing the double. Here's Bridges. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Utah.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
And he drops the first. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Iguodaro, he's checked in for Williams. Jalen Green comes in for Brooks. Kennard, he's checked in for Booker. And Goodwin is subbed in for Gillespie. Bridges hits them both. And it's Utah with the ball. 22 is their biggest lead. Pass to Sensabaugh. Hayes up top. Hayes with a screen for 3. Collier. Iguodaro grabs a miss. Iguodaro's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Here's Sensabaugh. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Filipowski. For three, Collier. Iguodaro grabs a miss. Iguodaro's got rebound number 11. Now Bridges. Pulls up at the elbow. Rebounded by Bailey. Minute 32 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Hayes. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Hayes has got 6.
Rock the baby. Working the size advantage inside.
Green, the pass to Bridges. Tipped. In transition, here come the Jazz. Shot's good by Collier. And now an 8-point Utah lead.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
And that one's good. Iguodaro.
And that's just an all-around talent there. I mean, Green is dependable at finding his open teammates.
Here's Bailey. No points so far. For three, Collier. Iguodaro grabs a miss. Iguodaro's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. In close, Green puts it in.
This is where Green is most effective. He's got a great feel for scoring inside.
Here's Sensabaugh. Green covering. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And so it's Utah with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. Back after this. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 6. Jalen Green is out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Iguodaro in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. The Jazz shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. Back to Markkanen. From downtown, Iguodaro grabs a miss.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Here's Iguodaro. Pass to Bridges. They set the pick. And yep, it's good. Bridges has got 22.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Here's Collier. The 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bridges has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Goodwin. Bridges outside. Here's Goodwin. Bridges outside. From outside the arc, connects from downtown. Bridges has got 16 in the second half.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Here's Collier. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Malawach is checked in for Phoenix. Booker comes in for Goodwin. And Utah with a change here too. George is checked in. Here's Malawach. Pass to Green to take the lead. Can't get it to drop.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
And here's Markkanen. Booker defending. Now here's Filipowski. Here's Collier. Back to Filipowski. 19-footer. And another miss by Utah. Bridges against George. Kicks it out to Kennard. Takes the three. On target from range. And the Suns lead by 2.
There are no easy comebacks, but they really had to dig deep for this one.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination.
Making a change here. Iguodaro's checked in. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. Coach kept it calm but direct. He said, quote, play smart, play our game. Don't worry about the score. Keep doing what we've been doing, and we'll be okay. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Collier. Markkanen outside. Pass to George. Can they get it? That's good from Collier on the assist by George.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Here's Iguodaro. Now Booker. George defending. Down low. Iguodaro. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Here's Collier. Markkanen off the bounce. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Markkanen's got 9 points now in the second half. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Phoenix. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Fires from the wing. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 2.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Shot clock at 6. Going inside. Markkanen for 3. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Kennard passes to Booker. 3-pointer, Bridges knocks it down from distance. And it's a 5-point Suns lead.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Here's Collier, defended by Kennard. Pass to Collier. Now Filipowski looking to end the run. Collier, no good. Here's Iguodaro, covered by Filipowski. Oh, there's the alley. Throw it down on the lob. Great game for him. Double-double now.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Now here's Markkanen. Here's Collier. This one for 3. Utah with another miss.
He's fallen into a bit of a slump this quarter. How quickly things can turn.
Oh, the posterizer from Green.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Markkanen outside. The three is up, and the three-pointer goes. Markkanen's got 12 points here in the second half.
I mean, let me remind you, Markkanen is 7 feet tall. It's incredible how he shoots it so well from deep.
And the timeout called here by Jordan Ott. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
Get up and make some noise for your Suns High Squad.
Williams, he's checked in for Iguodaro. Dylan Brooks comes in for Green, and Gillespie is subbed in for Kennard. Then for Utah, Nurkic is checked in for Filipowski. Jaren Jackson comes in for Sensabaugh, and it's Peterson in for Collier. The Suns lead by 8. Pass to Bridges. George over to help. Bridges passes to Booker. Got it. Good job in the low post. Booker's got 22.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage. Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Bridges misses. Jazz trail by 10. Markkanen outside. To the inside. And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, the big man, Nurkic, from super close range.
Pass to Brooks. And here's Booker. Three-pointer. Utah grabs the miss. Markkanen's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Peterson. George outside. Markkanen sets a screen. Pulls up. And again, it's Utah.
Yeah, George has been just merciless on offense. He's not holding back at all.
Here's Booker. Jacks up a three. It's good from beyond the arc.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Now here's George. Defense right on him. Bridges pulls it down. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Outside Booker. Booker drawing the double. Williams. Oh, the stuff!
Look, if you double him, he'll make a play for someone else.
Here's George. Now Jackson. Markkanen. Williams rips down the board.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the fourth. Now Brooks. Beyond the arc. No good. Now here's George. He's closely guarded. Oh, it misses.
Well, he keeps taking shots and keeps missing. At what point do you get others involved?
Now Brooks fires the three. No. Here's Jackson. Count it.
Showing some muscle on that finish. Jackson Jr. doesn't get thrown off balance easily.
Booker. Pretty shot from Booker.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Brooks against Markkanen. From deep. Williams rips down the board.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Suns.
And of course, they really dominated in the paint tonight.
They obviously came in looking to impose their will, attack the heart and soul of that defense, and it led to a lot of good looks.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for Devin Booker.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
Here's Gillespie. George defending. So Phoenix wins it. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence too.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's reveal our player of the game, Devin Booker.